Hey guys, welcome back. I've got a little gold farm here that I'm doing here in 11.1.5. Recently, I've been hearing some conjecture or some like issues, I guess, with world drops and stuff like that. But apparently, either they're Blizzard nerf world drops, um, or it's bugged at the moment. We're not really sure. But so I've been trying to find some kind of gold farms that are more consistent hourly because my pet farms and stuff haven't really been yielding anything here for like the last month or so. So I tried to go back and do some instance farming and things like that. And the one that I have found recently is like an oldie, but it's still a goodie. We're talking about 20,000 gold or more per hour, depending on how you set up your build here. Um, so we're going to be using tailoring as our focus profession to be farming cloth in the dungeon Darkflame Cleft. Now we're going to be using the follower dungeon system to do this, so you can solo queue with yourself. I have a macro as well that you can just basically queue with a little trick that I'll show you here in a second. But basically what you want to do is you want to unlock textile treasures right away, and you want to put 30 points right into this. You want to come over to From Dawn Till Dusk and learn that, and 30 points in the first node here. And then another 30 points into quality fabrics. The reason why I say do quality last is because you're going to have much more gains by just going from textile treasures into Dawn of Dusk, then into quality, than if you just go to quality and then into Dawn until Dusk. So just make sure you do that for the for your tailoring knowledge points, and that's pretty much all you need. You don't have to really spend much. That's 90 points, and it's really easy to get right away. So the next one is you're going to pair this up with Inscription. So you want to be a scribe to do this. Now, what you want to do is just unlock the archival editions. You just want this one, and then you want to skip the first node and go straight into the second one, which is this Cryptic Collection, and then just put 15 points into each of these Dark Moon sigil nodes, because that will increase your ability to find Dark Moon cards by 50%. Now, yes, I do understand that it is well into the expansion. We're at 11.1.5, we're deep into it. But the thing is, you're not looking to create the decks, okay? You're just looking to sell the cards. Apparently, a ton of people are still purchasing the cards themselves, even if they only sell for like 10 or 20 gold or something like that, right? But you can get so many of them, as you can see down here in my bags, right? I've got so many of these cards that just keep on dropping constantly when I do this Dark Flame Cleft farm, that it just adds a passive gold per hour into your farm, which is insane. I didn't expect this to actually be as profitable as it is. If you can see over here, I actually am running this little add-on called LootAppraiser Reloaded. It actually tracks like how long you've been farming and how much gold, potential gold that you have looted. And I've been farming for 26 minutes here, and I've already made about 13,000 gold. So you can see that the profits per hour are really, really nice. Cloth is still selling like mad. Each time I do this farm, I literally post up my cloth on the auction house and it's gone instantly. And you get a whole diversity of cloth here. I mean, you get your bolts, and you get your tier 1s. You get some dark weave, tier 3s and stuff like that. So you get everything as long as you follow, like I said, you follow this little textile treasures 30, From Dawn Till Dusk 30, and then into quality fabrics 30, and you'll be golden. You'll be getting cloth ridiculously fast. Plus, you could also use this for personal use. If you are really into tailoring and you just don't have a good, cloth farm, try this. It may actually help you out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transition into what you're going to need to do this farm. The macro that's going to help you queue really quickly, and the trick on how to do it so you don't have to have a loading screen every time. And then I'll just show you the path a few times, and we'll get on to it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you here the macro that I've been using to, it's a reset macro to leave the dungeon and enter the dungeon, or requeue for the dungeon through the looking for group UI. So what you want to do is you want to come over here to Dungeon Finder and make sure you have the drop-down section clicked onto Follower Dungeon. And then you want to make sure you have a Darkflame Cleft clicked. Now the macro that I'm using is a script macro, and then click looking for dungeon, frame queue thing. Don't worry, I'll put the macro in the description. But there is a trick with using this macro while you're inside the instance to avoid a loading screen, and I'll show you how that's done. So what we'll do is we'll just click this manually here to join the queue, and you'll see we get a pop-up and we'll just enter, okay? Now, while you're in here, of course you get your little NPCs and stuff like that. Now, there's two ways to do this farm. One is you'll do a 50 run, you'll have 50 runs basically to do this, right? And that will lock you out of doing follower dungeons. Now, there is a way to work around this, and it's to clear not just this initial starting area, but to clear the next section as well. Doing this will just extend the amount of time it takes you to do the run, which will just continue to avoid that lockout timer as you do it, okay? So I personally, I'm on a Demon Hunter Vengeance tank at the moment, so I can just pull everything and not really worry about it, but it doesn't matter what class you play. Holy priests can do this, so if they can do this, anyone can do this. Just pull what you can if you're kind of new to doing this kind of farm, or if you just don't feel like you're confident enough to pull everything at once. You can do this section by section. Okay, so I'm going to go and do a pull real quick. I'm going to start up my timer again here, and then, show you what you got to do. So this is a pretty easy pull here at the start. Now, if you just did this pull right here, this would be your 50 runs, right? Which you can get done pretty quickly. See, like, we've already killed this run, right? We've already killed this group. So we could, in theory, just go in and reset and do this again and do this 50 times in no time flat, right? But there's a trick with that macro that I was telling you about, right? Now, I have it bound up here on one of my binds, but if you, on a Demon Hunter, it's a lot easier, but what you want to do is you want to jump in the air and press the button. But if you double jump on a Demon Hunter and press the button, you'll get this little error up here. It says cannot do that while falling or jumping, right? Then you'll be able to queue, and it'll instantly bring you back into the instance. And you don't have to worry about loading back into Dornegal and coming back. It takes a little bit of time to get used to when to time to press the button and when to jump and stuff like that. But you can use this same little trick, this little like a loading trick with this macro on any character. You just got to kind of play with the timing a little bit. So it's easier on a Demon Hunter because I can do a double jump and it just kind of makes me float, right? If you want to, I guess you could just jump on something like this and then jump off and then, have that little fall. That would probably help if you just can't get the timing right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and do the full run real quick. Pull all this. And then we'll loot all this, and we got that. And then we'll go into the next phase. Now, you'll have a lot of casters, sitting back here, just doing whatever. But in 11.5, I mean, if you're decently geared, you shouldn't have to worry about them. NPCs will basically take care. Now, there's some guys up on the ledges that you want to pull, range them down so you get more enemies to kill. And pull all of this stuff up until the boss, right? Really helps if you want to line a sight around the pillar. The enemies will probably stack up better for you. But these big guys, they like to do a nasty AoE circle like that. That will knock back all the enemies. So you're just going to have to play ring around the rosy around these pillars to bring them back. So as you can see, we got a lot of enemies casting on the range, but yeah. I was really, really shocked, to be honest, about how much gold this was. I said it before, but I didn't expect this to be as profitable as it was when I started this, to be honest. And I started from scratch. I just learned these two professions, and farmed out the knowledge points really quickly through world treasures and stuff like that. And it's been really, really good. I mean, the gold is insane. So I also compared this farm to dual gathering for herbalism and mining on my max level druid, and the gold per hour was like I was farming for an hour and a half one night, and barely made 16,000 gold with the materials from herbing and mining, maxed out with tools and everything. So um, this farm, if you have an alt, like, just make it and do this farm. You'll make so much gold uh, per hour. I mean, hell, I'm 30 minutes in and I'm already at 13,000 gold, almost 14,000 gold. And I really haven't been focusing too much on perfecting or optimizing my farm because of making this video. So I'm sure if you sat down, put a movie on, and just like tunnel vision this farm, for an hour, you could make a lot more gold. But you could probably make more than 20,000 gold an hour doing this farm. So I just wanted to bring a new, not a new farm, but update this farm's gold per hour for the 11.1.5 patch because it's just good. It's so good. So the other thing that I want to bring into your attention is that when you get these Dark Moon cards, let me organize my bags real quick. So when you get these Dark Moon cards, do not convert them into the trinkets, okay? Just leave them as they are, as the cards themselves. And then when you post them on the auction house, just post them at current market values. Do not convert them to the trinkets because you will not make your money. The trinkets just don't sell, okay? Just wanted to point that out there before I ended the video. So, alright, well, thanks for watching, and until next time, good luck farming.